There's something almost heartbreaking about the way a dog chooses the person they love most. Not because they say it, not because they can explain it, but because they spend every quiet moment of their life proving it without ever asking for anything in return. You can always tell when a dog cares about someone, but when a dog loves you more than anyone else, the signs stop feeling ordinary. They become impossible to ignore. It's in the way they look for you first when something scares them. The way their body relaxes the second you walk into the room. The way their entire world seems to shift ever so slightly around your presence, as if your existence alone brings order to their emotions. And the strange part is, most people never notice it, because dogs don't love loudly all the time. Sometimes their deepest love is almost invisible, quiet, gentle, constant, but your dog knows exactly who their heart belongs to. And maybe you've wondered about it before, maybe late at night while they rested beside your feet, or followed you from room to room. A thought crossed your mind. Do they really love me the most? Or am I just imagining it? But dogs don't fake affection. They don't pretend. They don't manipulate. Their love isn't calculated the way human love sometimes becomes. It's instinctive, emotional, pure, a kind of devotion untouched by ego. And that's what makes it so powerful, because when a dog truly bonds with someone, they don't express it through words or dramatic gestures. They express it through presence, through patterns, through tiny emotional behaviors most people overlook completely. Before we even talk about the signs, you have to understand something deeper first. When a dog loves someone more than anyone else, they aren't simply enjoying that person's company. They're attaching to them emotionally. Psychologists often compare the bond between a dog and their favorite human to the emotional attachment a child forms with a parent. Not surface-level affection, safety, trust, emotional dependence, connection. And suddenly the little things begin to matter more than you realized. The way they wait near the door, the way they sleep better beside you, the way they watch your face before reacting to a situation. Those aren't random habits. Those are emotional truths. But every dog loves differently. Some dogs love loudly. They jump on you, spin in circles, lick your face, cry with excitement the second you come home. Others love quietly. They lean against your leg without a sound. They sit near you instead of across the room. They watch you silently with soft eyes that somehow say everything words never could. And honestly, the style doesn't matter. What matters is consistency, the quiet repetition of devotion, the small things they do over and over again without being taught, because real love always repeats itself. A dog who loves you more than anyone else doesn't just spend time with you. They emotionally orbit around you. You'll notice it in the smallest moments. You stand up for 2 seconds and they lift their head immediately. You walk toward another room and they follow without thinking. You close the bathroom door and suddenly there's a shadow waiting outside, as if separation itself feels unnatural to them. And no, it isn't always dependency. That's what people misunderstand. A deeply bonded dog doesn't follow you because they're weak. They follow you because your presence regulates their emotions. You are where safety feels strongest. You are where calm exists. You are where their nervous system finally rests. And maybe that sounds dramatic to humans, but to a dog, love has always been about closeness. Not ownership, not control. Closeness. Then there's the look. Every dog has different eyes around different people. You start noticing it once you pay attention closely enough. There's the excited look, the playful look, the alert look, the hungry look. But the soft eyes, those are different. Those eyes belong only to the person they trust with their whole heart. You'll catch them staring at you during completely ordinary moments. Not asking for food, not asking to play, just looking at you quietly while you exist. And their face softens. Their breathing slows. Their ears relax. Their eyes half close in this peaceful expression that almost feels human. That is love in its purest form. Not excitement, not entertainment, connection. And what's beautiful is that dogs don't give that emotional gaze to everyone, not even to every family member. They reserve it for the person who feels safest to them emotionally, the person whose energy they trust more than anyone else's. And then there's the protection people rarely notice. Because not every dog protects through barking or aggression. Some dogs protect gently. They sit facing the door while you rest. They move slightly closer when strangers walk near you. They position themselves between you and uncertainty without even realizing they're doing it. A loud sound, a crowded place, an unfamiliar person. Instinct immediately pulls them toward you, not because they were trained to guard you, but because love naturally creates protectiveness. And the beautiful part is, dogs don't consciously decide these things. They simply feel them. They feel that your safety matters to them. And perhaps the deepest sign of all is the waiting. A dog who loves you waits differently. They know your footsteps before anyone else does. They recognize your energy before your voice even reaches the room. Somehow, impossibly, they sense you coming home long before the door opens. And while you're gone, pieces of you stay behind inside their mind. Your scent, your routine, your presence. That's why some dogs sleep lighter when their favorite person leaves. That's why they keep checking the hallway. That's why they sit near windows or doors longer than anyone realizes. They aren't just waiting for someone who feeds them. They're waiting for the person who feels like emotional home. And the moment you finally return, something inside them settles again. Their tail moves differently, their body softens, their eyes brighten in a way that can almost break your heart if you look closely enough. Because to a dog, love isn't complicated. It isn't hidden behind pride. It isn't conditional. It isn't restrained by fear of vulnerability. They love fully, completely, with their entire being. And if your dog shows you these quiet signs, the following, the soft eyes, the silent protection, the waiting, then you are not simply someone they recognize. You are their person, their safest place, their emotional anchor, their favorite soul in the entire world. And the truth is, you will probably never fully understand how deeply your dog loves you, because their love exists beyond language. It lives in silence, in loyalty, in watchfulness, in presence. A dog loves with their whole heart every single time. And if they've chosen to give that heart to you, you are far luckier than you realize.